Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? I hope you are all well. Give me a second. Hello! How is everyone doing? I've kind of been having a bit of a slow week, to be honest. It's been the first time I've been off for a while. I'm just kind of enjoying it, you know? Well, I say the first time I've been off for a while. I've been ill, like, quite a few times, actually. But, like, first time I feel like I've had a proper break, you know? And it's also kind of nice to stream every day. I've been enjoying that. I'm not sure how much I've been growing on Twitch. I've definitely got a couple more followers over the past couple of days, and viewership does seem to be up, which is nice. I feel like slowly progressing, you know? Maybe people are like off from work and off from school, got a bit more free time on their hands. But hey, no, I appreciate people checking out the channel. And I will try to deliver a high level of content and entertainment. Today, we are going to be playing, you'll never guess it, more Resident Evil 3. Hopefully for the last time. Well, I say hopefully for the last time. I have really enjoyed the game. I do want to say that. For all the teething problems and the difficulties I've had, it has been a really fun experience. Like, I think a lot of the charm of playing a game with tank controls and kind of learning to embrace that and kind of develop over time, it really does go to highlight how a game can turn the challenge into horror. Being able to run away from Nemesis is kind of trivial in a game like Resident Evil 3 Remake, but in the original it feels like such a momentous task. Like, I'm struggling to even turn. It's like, well, it's scary, for lack of a better term. Not being able to see what is in front of you because of the camera view, it's terrifying. And it's so cool, it's brilliant. Oh, man. But yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it. And I am kind of disappointed, I suppose, that there isn't a modern day equivalent, which is really a shame, given there is a game called Resident Evil 3 that was released in 2020, I believe, and it just doesn't quite feel like it meets that bar of quality that I've been experiencing while playing this. And I think the other interesting thing about it is it's not for lack of assets or anything like that. The town is like fully recreated in Remake and fully implemented. You run through the restaurant, you run through a power station. The power station's actually expanded, if anything. Most of the main shops that we encounter in the original are in Remake. It's just they don't appear to be particularly well utilized, and that's really bizarre to me. But hey, also apologies, it took me a little bit longer today. I've been trying to get... Hold on, let me restart the music while I chat. I've been trying to get a very legitimate copy, I should say, of Resident Evil Outbreak installed and ready. And that's been having teething problems. I'm just trying to get it to communicate with the emulator for PC. But hey, hopefully that will all be sorted soon. We will see. I'm hoping, if all goes well, then we finish Resident Evil 3 today, and maybe start Outbreak tomorrow. Don't know how much I'll be able to do before Christmas, because I'm going to be spending Christmas with my family, and I'm going over to theirs on Saturday, so there won't be any streams past Friday, and that will probably continue until after Christmas, really. So there'll be a bit of a lull in activity while that happens. I may also have to cut back for uni work and other bits, but hey, the good news is I'm slowly rolling back on my kind of working responsibilities that I've been dealing with, so it should give me a bit more time to put YouTube content out and also kind of actually do my uni work, which is what I really need to be doing for a long time. Hold on, I'm gonna take a swig of coffee here for a moment. Yeah. Oh no, it's sticking. I am serious, I do need to create like a switch, like a pressure plate that will, when depressurized, will put like a coffee cup in my hand. I'm holding it here. What, you guys can't see it? You don't believe in it hard enough. Enjoy. Thank you. I hope everyone else is going to have a lovely Christmas / holiday / Hanukkah. I mean, technically, I believe Hanukkah was a couple days ago. However, point still stands. Oh, this is a terrible viewing angle. I apologize. I'm just trying to take a drink. But yeah, no, sorry, I've lost where it was. Right, so, Resident Evil 3 today. Hopefully afterwards we will be playing some Resident Evil Outbreak. Not today, I should specify, not today. Haven't been able to get it working just yet, but the plan is that maybe later down the line we'll get that working. That should be all well and good. Alright, I'm going to turn the music off now, because I probably should. And we're going to get right into it. Once I open up GOG, I seem to be really good at this, don't I? Oh yes, amazing streamer. But hey. No, I have completely lost my train of thought. The other game I kind of want to stream, which is not horror themed in the slightest, but it's Hytale. Because I've been waiting for that game to come out for literal years now. And I just think it would be cool. I did hear about, my friend was telling me about a game that's very similar to not Resident Evil Nemesis, Alien Isolation that came out. I might actually have it on. Hold on. Sorry, the game's just loading. What's the game I was looking at? That is a motorcycle that I do not have the money to buy. Routine. A game called Routine. Ah! Sorry, that always very loud. Okay, I'm just turning it down in my headset. There we go. Yes, but Routine, I believe, was inspired by Alien Isolation, and it's meant to be very good. So I've been looking to try that out as well. That will have to be at some other point, because we are firmly in Resident Evil mode for the moment. When this text disappears. Hold on, I also am going to take another swig of coffee. Alrighty.
Resident Evil.
We embrace our fate for the last time. They have taken everything from me, but I won't give up. I won't allow them to win. I will survive. They can't stop my last escape. Sorry, that was my attempt at doing like a Batman, Kevin Conroy impression. Will you take the gunpowder bee? I think I shall, yes. Right. We got a lot here, actually. Gunpowder bee. I think the natural thing here is to merge the two into at least 2 gunpowder seeds, right? Combine you, that's 1 gunpowder C. Pick up another gunpowder A. Because 2 gunpowder Cs, that should be 1 set of freeze rounds, right? So gunpowder CC. So essentially they've given me the option to make magnum bullets if I so desire. But I absolutely have no idea what is round the corner. And as such, I feel like shotgun ammo could be useful, maybe? What gun am I using, by the way? I'm using the trusty M92F. Right, what am I carrying so far? Let's put our ink ribbons away. Oh, we got an F8 spray. Let's take that out and combine you. Very nice. We got 2 full heals on us, so I don't think we need our mixed herb. And put that away. 420. What you smoking? What else? We've got 2 gunpowders. We'll take out the reloading tool as well. Oh! Oh, blimey. I've been sitting on this for a while. Huh, okay. In that case, I will take that out and that out. Because then we've got gunpowder B, which I could still turn into shotgun ammo if I so desire. Combine that with you. Making sure I don't accidentally make magnum ammo here. Combine that with you, combine with you. Okay. So that's 10 rounds of freeze ammo. Nice. Okay, so we've got 20 rounds. Ready to load into Nemesis if we so choose. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's have a look. What else can we do here? I think 20 rounds is not bad, right? That is not too shabby whatsoever. We've got the mine launcher. I really should have done this last time, shouldn't I? I'm umming and ahhing a lot as well. I apologise. I feel like there's got to be more to the lab, right? So I'm definitely going to pull out the Magnum, but I do want to wait a little bit. In the meantime, realising now that I must inevitably get out more ammo, I think rather than making gunpowder C with these 2, I think we should make more regular ammo and something for our shotgun. The old faithful, you know? Let's try. I was about to combine that with the shotgun. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Will you create the enhanced ammo? Yes, sure. Ooh, very nice. Okay, and what's this one going to do? In more enhanced ammo? Perfect. We are locked and definitely ready to load it. Let's take that out, put that back. All things considered, I think we're doing pretty well. Not too shabby, right. There we go. Equipped with a shotgun for maximum effect. Alright. I'm really hoping that the sound of me sipping coffee isn't coming through. My apologies if it is. It's my lifeblood. It's what sustains me. Is this door locked? No. And we haven't been through it yet. Okay. Huh? Those blue herbs look questionable, and I don't know why. They look slightly orange, right? I also feel like they're giving me an ever so subtle hint. Let me check these. A rare herb that can neutralize poison. Okay. Wait, is there anything in the bin? Immediately gonna put one of these away. Let me know if the volume's too loud, by the way. Ooh, I don't like this. This looks a bit too heavily stacked. But okay. Let's check that facility key. Plastic card engraved with an ID is attached to it. It seems to be coated with some kind of special painting. Let me read that last bit again. Hold on. It seems to be coated with some kind of special... Do they mean coating? Or painting? I'm not sure. Anyway. So we have something over here. Elevator won't move because it is locked with a key card. Ah, is it now? You're kidding me. It does look very keycardy. Also, I know it is interesting to me seeing the old style of Resident Evil Lab. Will you push the switch? Sure, why not? Well, that didn't do very much, did it? Ow! Will you push the switch? Yes, let's push. Okay, maybe not. Don't worry, we'll figure this out. No, I just pressed it. Am I... There we go. Thank goodness, I thought that would have... Really? Okay, seriously, who designed this system? Absolutely atrocious. Okay. Let's have a look at what we can do. We've got... As far as I can tell, there aren't any buttons over on the side. So that leaves 2. If I push this one, I can't get back. What about this one? So I definitely can't just get through there. I can't... What is that there? Is that where it's coming out of? Okay, currently I don't think there's a way of solving this problem. We've got 2 switches, but there's no way of getting round to the other side, even if I wanted to. Okay. What else can be done then? What did we miss through here? Ah! Whoops. That one. Whoa! You vile bastard. Where are you? Jill, please aim. Did we get him? Oh, we did. Nice one, Jill. We haven't been through here yet. Oh, also, interesting. Ah, okay, sorry. The Dead Factory. Facility key. Okay, and it's got more than one use, that's interesting. Sorry, excuse me while I just... The Dead Factory map. Interesting, okay. I have indeed. Right. Let's save our shotty ammo. And it would be preferable if I actually equipped the weapon that I was... How are we doing? I see ya. Is that... Okay, I think he's done. Okay, cool. I'm aware I'm wasting a lot of ammo though. Oh, nice. Although they're giving me an awful lot of healing. They're being oh so generous, it's a little suspicious if you ask me. If I combine these two, let's pick up that one. Jill? Thank you, Jill. Yes, I shall. Okay, I will be back for that ROM disk in a second. That's where we came from, right? Yes, okay, good. We're making progress, albeit slowly. Damn, we've got so many healing items. Not that I'm complaining, I mean... I think it's good. We are locked and fully loaded. No doubt getting rid of the... No doubt getting rid of the steam will cause something else to spawn. Probably Nemy. The system disk, okay. You've taken the system disk. Thank you. It seems to be a system disk used to release the treatment room lock. Ah, you don't say, do you? Okay. Oh, hello. There's something down there. Some kind of observation system is running. It seems to have been installed recently. Nikolai? Yeah, I don't know if I started talking about it, but I was going to remark on the difference between the labs and the original versus the new ones. As a scientist, I had to firmly come down in favor of the remakes, I'm afraid. One thing about a lab is, like, they are meant to be sterile. Not many, like, science laboratories necessarily are all the time. Especially, it's definitely more a biology focus. At least our physics labs haven't... Oh, interesting. Let's not play with that just yet. But no, there definitely should be a bit of a focus on... It is locked by a system. Yeah, there definitely should be a focus on sanitation, and this... It doesn't exactly scream... cleanliness, you know? Could definitely use with the occasional mopping down, I think. Just a thought. What is this? Hello. There's a card key reader. A plastic card engraved with an ID is attached to it. So we can't go in there at all. A bomb! That's the way out. That won't lead to any answers there. Oh yeah, we've got the elevator, don't we? Let's have a look through there. I think we have acquired an awful lot of ink ribbons. Like, I felt like they were a little bit conservative with them in the first half of the game. Like, you got, I think, 9 or 12, and as a new player, I definitely, like, burnt through them. Will you push the button? Yes. Yes, I shall. Going down, please. Oh, no. Oh. Ah! Oh, come on! That was beyond cheap game. Really? Get off. That was a bit cheap. Got one bullet left. Where are you? Right, that is out. They can be killed with. Nice, okay. Oh, we've been dodging poison this entire time. Oh. Why did I say anything? Oh, of course, as soon as I start talking, that is when divine punishment is doled out. I've got to go over here. Just a little bit further. One, yes. Because through here. Blue. There we go. How are we doing? We're fine. Those cheeky bastards. Damn it! I thought I got rid of all of them. That felt bad, man. Okay, this time we're going to be fine from poison. I do think it hasn't really been a mechanic for most of the game, though. Like, we've definitely done fairly well. What is this green? Oh. Oh, thank you. Shotty shells, my favourite. Thank you. Even more shotty shells? Lovely. Don't mind if I do. Interesting. The water pollution control device has stopped. I can tell by the water, to be honest. Functioning... Sorry, it stops functioning. It displays an error message. I mean, I don't think you should go down that. Yeah. Oh, hold on. They were talking about a liquid that could dispose of... They were talking about guinea pigs, weren't they? Is that something written there? When activating a polluted water disposal device, make sure that the area has been evacuated of all personnel. a good sign, no doubt. So when we exit this room, we need to remember to immediately shoot, because this room is inevitably going to be filled with all sorts of nasty things that probably need shooting in the face. Oh, fuck! That was cheeky, quite frankly. Okay, nothing through here. We're in the clear. Now, that's one passageway there. No, it is the only passageway. Okay, nice. Come on, Jill. Giddy up. Another save room. What does this say? Okay, I can't read it from that angle. Jill, come on. Apparently there was a chair in the way. I feel like sometimes the angles don't match up. Hold on, I'm gonna take a step and then we'll read. Okay. Security Manual. Security of the plant. Since this plant is a facility under the disguise of a deserted factory, civilians will sometimes enter. If this should occur, do not hesitate to shoot them. If they choose to surrender, arrest and then transfer them to the laboratory as new guinea pigs. You will be rewarded. Wow, blimey, Umbrella, that is... I'm gonna say it, I don't think these Umbrella guys are particularly nice. I think they may have some devious schemes. Maintenance of the device. This entire plant is controlled by an epidemic prevention system. When contamination is detected in the treatment room or decomposed specimen pool, the plant will automatically be locked down for isolation. In that case, you must follow the manual to unlock it. If the contamination is over the limit, the whole system will automatically lock down. Then you must remain in the plant and wait for subsequent orders. Those who leave the facility without permission will suffer extreme consequences. I don't know what that means, given you just admitted to having people shot earlier. You know, that seems like a slightly... like, it can't get much worse, surely. Ooh, what's this? We'll take the water sample. Sure. Don't happen to have a get candy, do you? That's a niche joke. I mean, I guess not. I haven't played... well, I did start playing the original Fallout. I didn't get particularly far through it, though. I pretty much immediately died to a red scorpion. In fairness, it was a rather large red scorpion. Ooh. You're giving us more? I shall. Really encouraging me to keep saving, eh? Well, I can't complain. Although I should probably drop down a save if they're being so hospitable, you know? We got one heal. I would like to have a second one on me. I'm out of bullets for you. You know what? Why am I carrying these around? I don't need to be. Let's put those back. Okay. That seems good. Now, I think it is time to drop down a save. Actually, as well, let's just heal up. We've got definitely enough healing items. I think we'll be fine. There we go. And then we were fine, so... What do you use, the ink ribbon? I'm actually going to save in the chapel slot. Just because, like, we used up a lot of ammo, and if anything... If we should need to come back to it, we've got an extra slot that we can return to. I've learned from my technically second run, but... won't be making that mistake again. Okay, and we've got something on this side here. Oh, it's the chair over there, right. Is that the way I came in? No. Oh, the stairs are going down, eh? It's probably good I saved. Oh, yikes. This is what I mean, you need a bit more of a sanitary lab. Experiment-related notes. Watch for the portion with no wave when adjusting the data. Oh, it's going to be one of the wave synchronization puzzles, is it? Really? Nothing about the Le Bleu on the counter, which I may also say is unprofessional. No wonder Umbrella was facing scrutiny. I mean, look at this, it's terrible. Nice. Having that thing on me is really worthwhile. I feel like I've unintentionally ended up very lucky this run. Like, we're going through on hard mode, we've managed to take out Nemesis 3 times so far. Or at least 3 times where we've been given items. Technically I believe it's 4 or maybe 5 actually. A device to check the water quality. If it isn't freaking out, then I think it may be broken. A water sample seems to be required. Huh, funny you mention that, buddy. There's a device to check the water quality. Will you operate it? Sure. Okay. I think range... We'll start off with B. Let's move to the right. So that should be additive there. Oh, actually, no, we are missing a bit at the beginning. I think A works best, but let's have a look at C. We move that left. Then we get... Let's see. Okay, for B instead, let's go left. Left. Oops. That's 2. No, we do need a basis down there. But we don't have a peak. Let's try range A. See, that kind... No, that doesn't work either. Right back to where we started. That would generate, but then again, I'm just trying to match up the first part, right? Although their advice was to check the areas where there's nothing. So maybe, hold on. Rather than, we know that's an area with nothing. Resolution would be that, right? So A is aligned with all the spots where there's no wave pattern. Or at least a negative wave. Well, it's not never mind. Okay, right. B. Let's also align you. We just keep going right. Actually, no, that fits into the slot pretty well. Okay. That works, yeah. Okay, and then what about C? Okay. Currently, remove that there. The problem is, let's keep moving it, because then that goes in there. I feel like that is pretty close. But either A or B needs to move. And because I think it probably needs to be B, let's move that left. Because we need those two to have an interference pattern. That works there. Oh, that works except for... Damn it. That was nearly perfect. That's fine. Okay. That works there. There's a gap there. That might work. Let's check that. Okay, we're close. Move B right 1. Sorry, I've been so caught up on the puzzle, I forgot to check. Move B right 1. Okay. I think we're missing the... There's like a portion later on which needs to be... If we move B right again... Then again, if we move it left, we've got the interference pattern, the two build there. Oh, B right twice? Okay. The only problem there is I think the middle point needs to have 2 connected to it. We can check, but... You know what I think it might be? If I move B left... so that doesn't work because it's interfering, but that works there. I think we need to move A, either left or right. So, currently... You want me to move... So, hold on. If I move B right 3 times now... Let's check that. Hold on, that is pretty close. I think we're just missing... So where are we missing? I think we're missing 1 peak there. Yeah, we got a section where B... Okay. I think A is fine. C once left. Okay, hold on, let's see. So we want... Let's try adjusting C again. Because currently we've got... We move it to the left there. That will be too high for A, I think. Hold on, if I move these... So that's where it was, right? We're missing... I think we're missing this middle bit, right? And it needs to have one more... The problem is A only comes in long form bursts, so it can only come from B. If I moved it right once more, that doesn't add up quite enough. I'm just wondering. Because we need, so essentially 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 0, 2. So currently what we got 3 at the beginning, so automatically we need to change something. If we move B, that's still going to be 3, still going to be 3, still going to be 3. Okay, so that's 2. Unless, hold on, no, wait, hold on. The large bits on B and C, swap them. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Let's try... So essentially we're moving this large bit to the beginning here, right? Okay, so we've got that there. Does that match up first of all? We've got a gap there, yep. Gap there, yep. Okay, so C I think is in the right place. We can work with that. Let's check B. So currently we kinda wanna move that over. Currently that will still be... Okay, so that is currently 2, 1. 2, 1, and then we kind of want to keep moving it over. Yep, that looks okay. Gap there, gap there. Gap there, yep. Is that it? That might be it. Hey, we did it! Nice! Water quality checks has passed the safety level. Da da da. Anything here? No. I'm sure there's nothing... Wait, ultraviolet... I read that as ultraviolet. Ultraviolet rays are applied to the water. They beat it up. There's a tiny slot where a plastic card could fit. Huh, you don't say. Oh, whoops. Let's use that there. Am I going to get a... Hey! Nice, okay. So we've got a barcode, that should allow us to enter... Seems to show some kind of code pattern. Nice, okay. Stick the year. Okay, I think that's everything in this room. No doubt when we leave, something will try to kill us. I think it's predetermined. Unfortunately, the only ammo I've got on me is a shotgun, so when we leave and inevitably have to shoot something, I'm just bearing it in mind. Although... Oh no, I'm going into a safe room. What am I talking about? I should be fine. I think it's the other door, right? I don't do anything over here. Oh no, that's where I got the water sample, isn't it? Okay, so we've opened one door. You know, I may drop down a save just to prevent myself from doing that again. Oh, whoops. Let's drop down a save. Yeah, monitor room. Sounds good. So I feel like I'm a little bit more subdued today. I just feel a little tired, a little out of it. Right, what do we have? We've still got the system disk. I'm not quite sure where to use that yet, but we'll carry that for the moment. Currently we've got 2 heals, so I may drop this one here for the moment. Save up a little bit of space. What else can we... Do I need the lockpick? I feel like for a super secret facility, probably not for the moment, right? Freeze rounds. I may bring the eagle with me. And with it, some bullets if possible. Or do I only have 15 shots? Okay, we'll work with that. Very well. In which case I should equip it. And there is a red barrel outside the store, which I'm going to shoot. Okay, I've forgotten where I was. I'm now going to re-equip the shotgun. Chill, please. Okay, I think it's behind this door. There should be a red barrel, right? Knew it! I don't think that had the desired effect, but you know what? Okay, there's one more, but you know what? I don't think we need to deal with them. It should be fine. I feel like that was a different angle. Okay, so we got an entire level down there that we could access. It's still technically locked off, so presumably it needs the key card. But I do want to try some of the other doors just to see. Because there's that door. What about this one? There is a card key reader. Well, I have a card. No? That's not working? Okay. I guess I was wrong. Okay, in that case I will go for the obvious door. Don't like the vaguely ominous noises that are awaiting me, but, you know. It's locked by a system. A security system. Auto check OK. Manual verification is required to unlock. Well, how's this for... Okay, manual verification? Manual verification is required to unlock. So, we are still missing something. What is it that we... Steam Moon puzzle. Ah, okay. I couldn't get this to work earlier, right? I felt like I was missing... It would help if I was going the right direction, I suppose. It's back over here, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. Okay, right. No time for reminiscing. In we go. There was a card key reader. Really? Is this not a card key? plastic card is radiating. It seems to show some kind of code pattern. Right, okay, so we've got two... I can't do anything with these two. Push that switch. That one is over there. So the way I came in is blocked off. It only seems like I can push this one. Okay. But then there's this... It has an effect over there. I don't quite get... I feel like there is something I'm missing here, isn't there? What is it? There's two, not one. There's two then. Oh, okay. This is the thing. I think with the way it's positioned, like, is it the red thing here? Push that switch. Okay, I see. Wait, what? Okay, I see. That was really confusing. I genuinely thought there was only one switch, because when I tried to access the other one, I just got steamed. Wait, stop. So there's something I need to do before going through here? What have I got available? I've got the... There's not much I can do with this so far. Treatment room lock. That could be by the computer, right? You could cheat it with one Steam. Okay. Pushing this one then. Push that switch. Wait, hold on, where the... This is what I mean, the perspective is so weird. Right. What the fuck do you mean? Like... So, what's the point? Like, they both look like they're going in different directions. It looks really odd. I think, again, it doesn't, like, it's an issue with the perspective. Like, I feel like here I'm standing directly in front of a button, but it's still not letting me press it. I'm gonna leave it for now, because Okay. We've got two buttons over here. Run into it and spam action. I see. Okay. Well, so this controls the power for the safety system. It's set to standby mode. Will you push the switch? Power has been supplied to the safety system. I'm not quite sure what's beeping. Oh, okay. Nice. The lock seems to have been released. Can't do anything there. Stock up and save. I see. I appreciate the advice. Okay, there wasn't anything over there that I missed, was there? Ah, well, if there was, then that's for another time. I argue that this has a card key. I feel like me and the creators of this game have a different understanding of what is classified as a card key. Right, what do I think I'll need? Well, shotgun's nice to have. We've got another card key. How final is this fight? Because I do have a magnum that I've been very patiently saving the bullets for. Maybe, you know what? No, I'll leave that for now. I'll leave it until... Because I don't think this is going to be Nemy's final form. Okay, what else can I take with me? Could take the eagle. Second to last, okay. Could take the mine thrower, to be fair. Looks like I don't have too many options. I put the... I'm carrying a bunch of key items here. I may swap out the ink ribbon for... there was another item I was thinking of. What was I thinking of? Swap that out for... Maybe it's just another... heal? Ah, why not? Okay. Yeah, it's a bit messy, but that'll do. Got the freeze rounds, that's what's important. In fact, maybe I should combine that now. And maybe even equip it. Why not? Let's go nuts. So, I did just save. Where are we going? Through there. So presumably the other doorway is the emergency exit. So yeah, through this one. It's through here. You know, I don't know what just happened. All of my memory just suddenly decided to go kaboom. Why, hello there. Anybody home? What's that over there? Anything? Nothing I can interact with. Oh!
You're still wandering around.
Blimey.
Nikolai? So, you want to get out of here alone? Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived. Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
They want you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation of your death.
That's great. Except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
Oh. Yikes. Oh no. Oh dear. Nikolai? You doing okay? You good? I do... No, I'll leave my thoughts until after I get my ass kicked. Oh no! The alien has been here. It is a scene out of Alien Isolation. I was gonna say, like, oh, please insert a system disk to unlock. Well, it's funny you should say. Actually, is that another door? No? The door is solidly locked. Okay, I'm going to make an effort to avoid the blood puddle. Okay, I'm not standing close enough. How about now? Yeah, happy game.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment. Please evacuate.
Oh no. Oh no.
Stars.
I don't know if I do. He's looking pretty gnarly. Come on! Okay, get up, and it's still fine. Okay, ooh, blimey. Let's heal. Has he only got one arm? Oh, damn. He hulked all over us. One caution. Oh, damn! His head came off! Oh! Any... Where's the scientist? Oh, there. Okay, pick it up. The card key! Yes! I'm getting out. Oh, blimey. That was easier than I was expecting, but I used a lot of ammo. Oh no.
Missile attack confirmed.
Oh dear.
All personnel evacuate immediately.
Yeah, I'm trying. How are we doing? Let's use that. Right. We still have use of the facility key. Damn, I've only got one freeze round left. That's not going to be any good. But hey, we're going to save. Oh, of course. taking the long way round. It's fine. How many... Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. This is the end. Oh boy. Okay, right. We best be ready. Let's see, what can we do? What do we have available? We have a Magnum, that's for sure. One freeze round. The facility key that apparently we still need. Oh, nope. It is time for a Magnum. What else can I equip? I put the regular gun away. That's fine. Anything else? I do kind of want an extra heal. Not that I have many. I mean, this is better than nothing, I suppose. And I'm unlikely to use the mine launcher. Okay, assuming that I'm not going to use the mine launcher, let's take that. Go down the left with the card key before you save. Okay. I mean, in fairness, I could save now and then go down the left, because I've got enough, I've got enough ink ribbon, so it shouldn't be too much of a loss. But I quickly sub that out. Right. The lift was in the boiler room, wasn't it? Not the boiler room, the, Right, I'm gonna save over here, just in case. You know what, it doesn't matter. Come on. We're here, right? Yes. Okay, fine, I'll use the... Yep, gotcha. Yep. Okay. Oh! Oh no! Wait, there's a door here? It is closed with a sturdy looking door. There's a tiny slot where a plastic card could fit. What is here? What? The rocket launcher? Oh boy, okay. Now we're getting serious. Okay. Damn, that is one hell of a surprise. Nice. Holy shit. 28 grenade rounds. 34 grenade rounds. Oh boy. Nemesis is not going to know what hit him. Damn, and I've been saving up with a Magnum. Okay, right. Not too bad. Got Magnum, rocket launcher, a whole load of ammo. Card key. We've used up all of our other items, so let's drop down another save. Damn, that is a very cool surprise. Okay. Right. Our final confrontation with Nemesis is about to take place. I am armed to the teeth. I'm just wondering, is there anything else I can bring? I guess that. 3 heals. We've got a shotgun, grenade launcher, Magnum, and rocket launcher. I think we're ready. You know? So presumably we're going to this door over here. Oh no. I will in fact discard it, thank you. You both down for the count? Cool, okay. More? Okay. I'm going to combine them, I think. Sure, why not? Oh, hello.
Jill! Jill, where are you? If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately!
I'm here. What's up?
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
On my way.
Woohoo!
The city's about to become ground zero. Hurry up! And don't forget to take that device with you.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile. Make sure you bring it with you. Now listen to me. Don't give up.
Okay.
We're both gonna survive this. Just get over here!
Yeah! I like that they immediately... Oh, okay, I don't need to... Thank goodness, it does not take up a slot. Look everywhere in there, magnum bullets and a... Okay. What we got? Oh! Nice! Thank you. What else is it? In here, maybe? No, nothing in there. Oh! Oh, first aid spray. Nice! Damn, I have a lot of healing items on me. I am fully prepared. Thank you, I would have completely missed that otherwise. Okay. So, we have... a grenade launcher, a shotgun, a magnum, and a rocket launcher. Ready to do battle.
Warning.
With
Missile
Nemy.
attack confirmed. Warning. Missile attack confirmed.
I think we're ready.
Emergency level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
I love that they just have a warning for the in the event that a missile should attack. Yes. That guy's definitely getting up, right? Yeah, okay. I'm going to get rid of this one. Let's do that. You gonna get up? Oh, you bastard! What? What's that? Classified photo file. In my opinion, I feel that it's too early to use this. Paracelsus, I think. This Paracelsus sword. Paracelsus' sword. Damn it, third time lucky. In actual fighting. However, in order to acquire the G-Virus that Umbrella has developed, it will be a great help to us. The power of the rail cannon is satisfactory, but please note that it is still having a few remaining problems. Technology Division, Colonel Franklin Hart. Do you have to use the railgun in this? Or is it more of like a closer? Oh, what is that? A power distribution unit that's not working now. Wow. I don't suppose any of these fine fellows happen to have anything. Oh, hello. Nothing there.
Checking system.
That is a railgun, isn't it? Yeah.
Checking data. Warning. There is not enough power to activate the system.
Okay. Power is going outside. It cannot be unlocked now. Okay. Finish him off. Oh, do I need to... Is it a case of pushing these in? That seems to be in place, right? Three's in. What about one? Why is one different? Oh, is it not properly... Hold on.
Battery connected.
Okay. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. Blimey. The dude got melted and is still alive. Oh, run! Why are you running that way, Jill? Now seems like the appropriate time to use this. Okay. Let's use a heal. Oh, okay. That did nothing. Load these up. Also, maybe time for this. Oh. I should probably, yeah. Right, 2. Come on, Jill, please. Jill? Okay. Where's he gone? Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Still can't leave, right? Oh no. Move! Oh, damn! Oh no. It's charging up again. Nice!
Warning. System overheating. Enter cooldown mode.
How do I finish him off? Hold on. Doesn't look like I can. Can I move these? No, okay. Can I not do anything to him? It doesn't look like I can. Is he done? Run to the door. Oh, I see. He's still coming. What are the two options? I'm just curious. Exterminate the monster, ignore it and evacuate? No way! No chance! Oh, nice. Come on, Jill.
Stars? I'll give you stars.
Yeah, baby! Woohoo! We got the bastard! Didn't use as much, like, healing items as I would have thought as well. What a great line. Oh. Yeah, may want to get on that. Come on. An elevator control panel. Will you operate it? Yes, I think I shall. Bit in dire straits here.
Over here!
Carlos! Ah, it's so peaceful. Can't wait for Raccoon City to be,
Alright then, we're out of here.
you know, normal again after the government launches a plan to... Oh, wait, where's that going?
It's here. It's time to go.
No! They nuked Raccoon City! Those bastards! Blimey. We did it though! We beat Nemesis! Oh man.
I've had it. This time they've gone too far.
They've gone too far. It is really interesting actually, we don't get a game.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. The President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation, and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark.
Blimey.
Our
Wait,
hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
is 100,000 the death counter including those that were infected, or just civilians killed in the strike itself? Because that's a pretty bad record you've got there. No, I think it's really interesting. They never actually follow up on the fall of Umbrella. I guess, like, Code Veronica... No, even Code Veronica doesn't really, right? Follows Jill and... Sorry, not Jill. Claire and Chris, right? Blimey. I've really enjoyed playing through Resident Evil 3. Like, And the music! I think that's everything, right? I'm gonna... Oh, I can't actually, like, stop it. It's like, no, you will watch all of the cutscenes. Hold on. Hold on. Come on! Okay. I am going to, like, press escape. You know what? No. We'll just allow it to play out. Why not? I do have thoughts. It's interesting to see how this differs from the remake. I think largely for the better. I think the gameplay feels a lot more involved. It feels like a horror game rather than an action game, which remake definitely kind of falls into quite a bit. And I think probably to its detriment a little bit, really. I'll wait for this to go and then I'll probably put on some music and just kind of talk through my thoughts, because I think it's a bit loud at the moment, but we'll deal with that. I like the music as well. Wow. Think we're wrapping up? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Post-credit scene? No. Okay. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Maybe. No. Okay. Fair enough. Time? 6 hours and 45 minutes? Grade F. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I died a lot. That's fair. But you know what? I was going to say I still passed, but I don't think an F would be a pass, in fact. But anyway, I still finished, and that's what matters. Very cool. Oh, there is an epilogue. Okay, hold on. What have you got to tell me? After escaping the city, Jill set out to join Chris Redfield. However, all she found was an empty hideout of Chris's. On the floor was Chris's knife. Jill left without hesitation, because she firmly believes that Chris is still alive. She will search for him until she finds him. Then, they can go and put an end to Umbrella. Interesting. Okay. Okay, we are going to exit. I survived, yeah, exactly. It's like, that's the bit that matters, right? Hold on. I'm just going to... Let's put that on and change to this for a second. Oh, where have I gone? There I am. Okay. So, I have a lot of thoughts, I think, after playing through both the remake and playing through the original now, which, you know, I think the easiest thing to say is that the original is better, right? All round, it just seems to be a bit more of a complete product, whereas 3 Remake definitely feels like it's capitalizing on the success of 2. I think that for the most part, 2 seems to be a fairly competent retelling that kind of adds its own flair, adds kind of a bit more of a grounded element to the story, although I say that very loosely. This is Resident Evil we're talking about. And while 3, I think, still does strive to add those elements in, I think some of the characters they absolutely nail in the remake. Nikolai, I kind of like the expanded role he gets given. The same with, I forget his name, the friend, like Carlos's friend, who I think we kind of see in this, but he just immediately gets killed by Nikolai. He's not really a player. And Carlos himself, who feels like he's been greatly expanded upon. I think they all work really well. I also think that Jill's evolution in Remake feels a bit more natural. Kind of like how we see Leon go from rookie cop in 2 to kind of jaded survivor in 4, who's kind of a bit done with the world, a little bit more questioning of the people around him, people in power. Tyrell, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, I like that Tyrell gets a bit more to do. That being said, there is so much that is lost, which I feel isn't really justified. Because I said this earlier, all the streets, they exist. They've done the hard work of actually making the RPD connected to the main city, the main environment. but it feels majorly cut back in the remake from what we have here. There, like, you've got the Mr. X style pursuer, right? Who I argue, like, from the remakes and the recent games, are still Jack Baker, still top of the list. I love Resident Evil 7 with a passion. Hands down my favourite of the series, I think. But I think Nemesis is the weakest. Like, maybe some debate there between Nemesis and Dimitrescu, but, like, with Nemesis, he doesn't feel like a constant threat. He kind of just disappears, or he's used as spectacle. He's not really an ever-present foe, which is insane, because he is here in the original. Like, I would walk down, like, a random hallway, and he would just be there, and I would lose my shit, because I don't want to face him. He is scary. For the first half of the game, he just appears anywhere, and you don't really have the weapons to face him, so it's kind of... Well, you're just kind of incentivized to run, and he is faster than you are. He is terrifying. There is a reason why it's Nemesis, like Resident Evil 3 Nemesis in the title, right? And he absolutely deserves to be there. And I think it's kind of telling that he's removed in Remake. It feels a little like they wanted to capitalize on him as a brand, but like he's not present enough in the story. So yeah, I think, I don't know. Remake has like a number of features, such as Jill's dodge, which I think works a lot better. Absolutely. Carlos's punch does go into a little bit, it becomes a little bit hammy, I think. But definitely Jill's dodge feels like a good improvement. But overall, Nemesis does not feel as much of a constant threat. Yeah, I would agree. Survival horror at its best is original RE3. I played through Resident Evil, I say original / remaster, like that version. And, you know, there are fast enemies in that. You've got Crimson Heads. You've also got a pursuer in the form of Lisa Trevor, although admittedly far more limited in her role than someone like Nemesis. But damn, like, he is a constant threat, and you definitely feel that. The number of times I ran into him, I think we fought him 6 or 7 times, at least? Like, that absolutely feels deserved, whereas in Remake, it definitely feels like it is on rails the entire time. It does not feel particularly involved or interesting. It's like, oh great, we got a boss fight, and the game is, like, you know, kind of neatly saved. Cool. I think there are some issues with, like, so some of the issues with this game, and I mean original, that I think 3 kind of deals with better, is things like the narrow hallways and the tank controls. I think can be, and I don't just mean this for me, although obviously as a newbie to tank controls, this was definitely my experience. Trying to run by, trying to avoid certain enemies, it definitely felt like a losing game. And I think that for new players, there is absolutely a skill bar that you have to clear, which may be quite difficult. I initially had to restart because I'd installed like a bunch of enhancement mods, and like purely for visual enhancements, I should add. But then the second time I had to restart was because I got softlocked. I've had one healing item on my path, but then because I'd forgotten that there was an item all the way back in Uptown, I had to then go back to get the, like, it was, I think the mix, the fluid I needed to mix with the other one. But yeah, like, because of that fact, and I'd have to run through a bunch of zombies, it was a losing fight. And that's without, like, Nemesis showing up along that path, which he very may well have done. So I think, in that respect, it's very difficult to judge it, because it has a bunch of, I wouldn't say necessarily helpful aspects to new players. It's definitely something that you should do if you're already, like, if you played the other 2, you'll love it, I think. But maybe it also comes into it with the expectation that you've already played those 2, got a little bit more familiar with the controls, with the mechanics, and treating you in that respect. I do wonder how scary it would compare to someone who'd played 1 and 2 before playing this game. Maybe it was starting to introduce some of those action horror elements, I'm not sure. But definitely in Remake, it definitely feels like they went all in on action. And it feels like an action film, right? Which I feel, I don't know, has a mixed response for me at least. Overall though, there's major areas cut out of Remake, like the clock tower, but also the area in Raccoon City itself, I feel is greatly diminished. The puzzles don't feel as involved, there's less backtracking. Nemesis does not feel like a constant threat. The only really interesting thing that they do, I think, is that he can come into safe rooms. And granted, they are specific safe rooms that do have multiple doors, so they are giving you an out, but it is a cool feature that I kind of appreciate for mixing up the formula, especially given like Mr. X, I think, just kind of couldn't go in and none of them realistically could. I think the only one that it feels pretty natural is Jack Baker, because I think he only like tends to pursue one side of the house anyway, and that side of the house doesn't have, like, I think there's only one safe room there, so it kind of feels like he's not just stopping when you run through a door. He tends to lose you before that point. That might just be my experience though, like, that's entirely possible too. Lady Dimitrescu, it feels very odd that she just kind of stops at a door and, like, hey, it's her castle, she can if she wants, but like, she's not waiting for me or anything when I leave. It's kind of funny. But hey, I'm digressing a little bit. I think overall, Nemesis feels a lot less versatile in the remake, and that is a crying shame for a phenomenal bit of coding, really, for the original. Bursting through walls with that... Yeah, absolutely. Like, Jack Baker is terrifying. Like, every time I play through... Well, when I play through Resident Evil 7, it is just... Oh... And it goes for the DLC as well. He's just, like... Someone... I think, like, Marguerite has a scarier gimmick, if you want to put it that way, with the bugs, but Jack Baker is absolutely terrifying. All, like, personality as well. Like, the dude is just scary. And I think, like, the fact that he is so casual about it, but also an intelligent figure, in a way that Mr. X isn't, like, that adds to the horror. To the creep factor, absolutely. But yeah. No, I think overall there's some difficulties for new players. I think the other thing is the story. The story is good. I should say that for the most part for RE3 original, the story is good. I do think that the changes made in the remake are an improvement, not including the stuff around Nemesis, but specifically around Nikolai. I like the additions with I think it's Baird or Bard as well. In the Doctor, because I think we only have the director in the hospital in the original, but like they add an extra character, kind of adding some extra lore that ties it in with Resident Evil 4 as well, which is kind of nice. So I like those aspects. I like that Nikolai doesn't have this evil plot to kill Jill as much as it is about collecting data on Nemesis. I like the idea that he is entirely motivated by profit, and that is definitely I think it comes across a little bit better in the remake, along with Carlos. I think again a lot of the story improvements tie down to it. They've just grounded it a little bit more, made it feel a bit more immersive, I hasten to say, but it feels like an overall improvement in that respect. Nemesis is not included in those additions though, and it is a shame. I guess the other thing is that Resident Evil 3 has a number of what to call them, the optional choices, right, that you can make, and I kind of like I do like the feature, but it's kind of odd in the grand scheme of things, I suppose, that because I don't believe any of the other games had that, right? Including 2. I don't believe 2 had it. You had 2 different characters, but I don't think you had optional choices in the original. The only other game that has it, I believe, is 7. And everyone finds that choice very odd in 7 as well, where you can save either Mia or Zoe. Or should I say Zoe? But yeah, I do like the choices. I get why you would remove them in a remake to make it kind of one like quote unquote canon telling of events, but even so, you can still tell a pretty good story from whichever line you choose. But there are so many aspects that have been taken out from the remake, like the park, the hospital. Well, the hospital is there, it's just different. And they have this weird they have a Resident Evil 4 style hut invasion sequence, which I find very odd as well in remake, and they all disappear very oddly. They kind of have like this squelching effect, and then the zombie just like despawns basically. Yeah, the park, the clock tower as well. I don't mind the base at the end. I think like I was saying earlier, kind of jokingly, but like genuinely, if you're a scientist, you want a sanitary base. That goes double if you're a biologist or a chemist, right? You want to make sure that there aren't any contaminants, and though the bases here would absolutely not pass a safety check in the original game. So I don't mind those changes necessarily. How high-tech it is like, you know, up for debate, but the remake definitely seems to go all out, but hey. No, overall I like the visual upgrade. I like the change to the bases at the end. I think that Nemesis should have been far better handled, really, because he's really rough in this, and it is just odd, to put it frankly. But hey, sorry, I feel like I've gone on long enough. Overall, Resident Evil 3 Original is a far better game than the remake, and I feel like if anyone is watching this and, you know, is thinking about playing, then it is on GOG. You can get access to it. It's good. It's very good. The only thing is, familiarize yourself with tank controls and be careful about ink ribbons, especially at the beginning of the game. Try and conserve ammo best where you can, and try to avoid unnecessary backtracking, because typically, I suppose one of the other issues was if I thought an item was down a street and it wasn't, sometimes it would like cause a state change, to put it like bluntly, and a bunch of zombies would be spawning, but it's always easier to run by them the first time when they're like popping out of things, because they all fall down and then get up. But hey, so kind of with that knowledge, it made subsequently going through that area a lot more difficult, and I kind of screwed up there. But hey, that was kind of just me getting to learn the game. But hey, I've really enjoyed it, and yeah, I highly recommend. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to stream. I was hoping to maybe have Outbreak ready today, but I could not get it ready, so my apologies, but that is the plan for tomorrow. I don't know how long of a game Outbreak is. I know virtually nothing about it other than it has a link to Resident Evil Requiem. So I know we're I think probably going to use Alyssa as our main character. I do believe everyone's story is different, so, you know, we may just do a couple different characters after that, just to have a look. But hey, I also know it's a multiplayer game, and I will not be playing it multiplayer, so hey, it's already on hard mode. I love that for me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope it's been enjoyable. If it has, maybe consider following if you're not already. Maybe even liking the video if you're on YouTube. But hey, there should be some Outbreak tomorrow. If there's some issue with it, then I'll try and put a post up on YouTube. But hey, yeah, and So that will be streamed tomorrow and hopefully on Friday, playing Outbreak if everything goes according to plan. Then it will be the Christmas period, so don't expect to see anything from me for, like, say, a week or so. But hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me advice. I really appreciate it. But yeah, and hopefully you'll join me for some Outbreak content. But anyway, thank you guys, and I will see you later. Bye bye!